I, good though. All right. Good afternoon. My name is Ashley Mole, and I am the CEO and Public Hearing Officer today for the City of Albany Capital Resource Corporation in connection with the project, which is the subject of this public hearing. Today, we are holding this public hearing to allow citizens to make a statement for the record relating to the involvement of the corporation with the project here and after the proposed project for the benefit of Albany Medical Center Hospital, a New York State not-for-profit corporation. The proposed project is located at 43 New Scotland Avenue. The current request at hand and the subject of this public hearing is the request for the refinancing of existing certain taxable and/or tax-exempt conduit bond financing with respect to the project and the issuance of new tax-exempt and taxable bonds, all totaling up to $425 million. Copies of the notice of this public hearing are available on our website at www.albanyida.com and upon request. Now, unless there is any objection, I'm going to suggest waiving the full reading of the notice of this public hearing and instead request that the full text of the notice be inserted into the record. I will also note that information on the corporation's general authority and public purpose are contained in a separate statement, and those will also be entered into the record. Before we start the public hearing, I would first like to introduce the project applicants. We have Francis Spear Albert and Phyllis Hathaway here from Albany Med, and ask if they'd like to say any words on the project before we move ahead.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having us. You have summarized the project perfectly, so nothing to add. I just appreciate your time and attention to our request.
Awesome. So at this time, I will now open this public hearing. The time is now 12:28 p.m. I will note for the record that there were no written comments received prior to the meeting today. Per the notice of this public hearing, the public was encouraged to submit written comments prior to today's hearing. A record of this public hearing will be prepared and reviewed by the members of the corporation in connection with the consideration of the proposed project. A copy of the record of this public hearing will also be presented to the mayor of the city of Albany and members of the corporation. Again, the purpose of this public hearing is not to field questions, but to solicit public comment. We ask that all speakers observe proper decorum, and individuals who conduct themselves in an inappropriate manner while addressing the board will be removed and forfeit their opportunity to address the board today. At this time, I would like to ask if there's anyone here who wishes to speak on the proposed project, to comment on either the nature and location of the project facility or the proposed financial assistance being contemplated. Seeing none, we will pause the transcription of this public hearing until approximately 15 minutes have passed from the time the hearing was opened.
Oh, yeah, they are.
So that's what you-
All right, we're live recording.
The industry has intended. We're live. Okay, sorry.
So we're back with the public hearing for the Albany Medical Center Hospital project for Capital Resource Corporation of the City of Albany. At least 15 minutes have. Oh. Could never be an actress, like.
Yeah.
Right, we're back in. I'm sorry about that.
We are back with the public hearing for the project benefiting Albany Medical Center Hospital for the City of Albany Capital Resource Corporation. And at least 15 minutes have passed since the opening of the public hearing. We have ascertained that no one else is present that wishes to comment on the project. So we are looking around. If there are no further comments, I will now close the public hearing at 12:45 p.m.